Welcome to this episode of The Nation. We're looking at adopting the concept of Jiwa Merdeka in our daily lives at this point as we count down to our National Day. How we can participate and also apply these skills of being a leader in everyday life. Three main areas, that is through self-mastery, character building and simple leadership skills. But Derek, you say that it is important for us to incorporate this principles on a consecutive and consistent basis that is in our everyday lives.
Yeah. So the formula for this is daily repetition, improvement over a period of time. So a simple tool that we encourage everybody to use and encourage people to share it within their family and their organizations is what we call daily 531.
Okay, 531.
Yeah, 531. You just have a little book which you before you go to sleep every night, you write 5 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you learned today. It could be new, it could be something which refreshed or popped up again, and write down one thing that you can do tomorrow to take you closer to your goals.
Oh, that's powerful.
So if you do this for 10 days and you encourage your family to do this, you encourage your team to do this, your organization to do this, and more people around the nation do this, then we'll be moving towards alignment. Yes.
Of course, you don't have to have pen and paper or a book. You could even just put it on your phone because we like to do that before going to sleep, play around with our phone. So there's no excuse, is what I'm trying to say, that this is possible to apply the 531 rule. Again, how do we not break that, keep that habit, and how do we then also encourage others around us to perhaps have the same perspective?
Fantastic question. The best way to actually apply this every day is to write it in a book.
Okay, so get that book then.
Because if you use a device, the likelihood that you go on to scroll on something and watch a clip or something like that, you get distracted.
Definitely.
And when you're distracted, your attention, your energy, your focus goes away from this. You're essentially, what you're doing is you're focusing yourself, you're priming your operating system, so to speak, when you sleep, to celebrate the things that you're grateful for, to incorporate your learning points, and also plant the seed of achieving your target activity for the next day, which gets you closer to the goal. So somehow writing it down with pen or pencil and paper is the magic. Yeah.
So as we look towards, incorporating these principles in our everyday lives, we want to become better, not just, in the home environment, but at work, and be a better person overall as well. What would you say are some of the important points that one must look out for or must apply? What is it that will really get us there?
Cool. I think in the 6th slide, in terms of leadership well-being, the effectiveness of this is then sharing your daily 531 with the people around you, and it's about having more meaningful conversations, purposeful conversations with clear intentions, and back to the steps again, having your goal, your clarity, being able to plan and then execute.
Right.
So in the last slide, it talks about sharing of ideas, implementation of ideas, discussing these ideas, and the whole gist of this, the bottom line is for us to commit to be better, to add value, and to embrace Jiwa Merdeka, which is a liberated spirit. So being a liberated spirit, you are then driven to always do better, always focus on adding value, and you being the environment for the people around you.
I really like this last visual here, because it talks about sharing the idea and really inviting those who may share the same perspective into your world, but also the concept of implementing it. This could very well and easily happen on social media.
Yes.
We create videos of that. We share why we're proud to be, a part of the concept of Jiwa Merdeka. And that, of course, can go viral and so on and so forth. Are Malaysians brave enough to share? Because we seem to have a bit of an issue when it comes to speaking our ideas out loud and being brave about that. How do you view that?
I think the new the leader of the 21st century has to display some aspects of vulnerability as well. We are not looking for perfect leaders because there's no such thing as a perfect leader, but we want to follow leaders who are working on themselves dynamically, right? And one of the things that excites us about Malaysia Madani Jiwa Merdeka is that this is a tagline that can go beyond 1 year of Merdeka celebrations, and this is a culture that we can embrace. And like what you say, we have the courage to put it on our social media, in our posts, and once we have a tipping point of people individually, as teams and families, sharing this idea, then we have more and more people shifting the tide towards being in alignment with these core values.
As someone who works with C-suite and people really in the driver's seat, what would you say is unique about us as a nation, in terms of us leading the pack, in terms of us driving change, but while still in that, able to balance and keep the sense of unity and peace?
Yeah. I believe as a nation, we are a people who are kind, who are generous, who are patient, who are empathetic, and we are very generous. And if we embrace these values in our daily lives towards, individual or team or organization and nation goals, I think, we're on the right track.
Derek, we want to thank you for your time and sharing your tips as well as your expertise in the area of leadership. But as we wrap up, remember that Jiwa Merdeka and leadership are not just lofty ideals, but practical tools that you and I can apply for every Malaysian. By embracing these concepts, we can collectively contribute to what we want, which is a stronger, more unified Malaysia. Well, stay tuned to Bernama TV for more insightful discussions right here on The Nation. I'm Jessie Chahal. Thanks for being with me. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.